Okay, we just listened to the RNC and determined that the markets have a serious shot at recovery. Absolutely no promises or guarantees, of course. Let's go over the signals in the charts for any potential edge. There are some bearish signals, I get it, I see them, but that doesn't mean that the broader markets can't absolutely invalidate that. Welcome back to the channel on this Thunder Thursday. This is ARCa, and let's dive into AMC and GME. Let's kill them, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and take a look at AMC here on the daily chart, and I'm just going to go ahead and point out right away that we have a bearish signal here, right? This is actually a bearish engulfing candle formation that usually happens when you have an uptrend, right? And then you have a green candle like this with a red body in front of it, completely engulfing that green body. This does make it a red outside body, and it does say that there could be a continuation to the downside, historically speaking, right? And it does have a pretty good strike rate. However, this did print before the RNC, right? So if that is the case, well, then I can actually see price action potentially doing this right here. Okay, so typically when you close your daily candle, right, this is a daily candle, we can already observe a potential retrace to the 44 to 50% of this bar, right? When we're on this bar here, this one would be the prior bar. So let's kind of plan it like this. We're going to draw a box right down here to determine where that pullback can be. Okay. Usually speaking, it would be around the low of day, which is confluent to a few other candles down here, right? So that means that price action would essentially make it'll make a trek down here to this area of about 503. Then around this zone here, we'll get a bounce to the upside to then start observing the 50% retrace of that, today's daily bar or the prior day's daily bar, right? So that 50% is landing right about here at around $5.24. So now we have to identify a support range. I can already see it, right? 524 would match right down here to 519 with this critical gap. And that is likely what could happen here, right? We're going to start observing a potential upside to start validating resistances at around this level. So if this does serve for any, let's see this. If this does kind of play out the way that we're talking here, then maybe we can then convert this into a support, right? So if we break that resistance, AMC could create a support here and then continue on to that upside, right? So that upside then, naturally we're going to be facing some resistance levels. I would say right around, let me see. I'll go ahead and, yeah, it would actually be right around here, right? So I'm going to put that box together just like this to this wick low from the candle on July 17th, right? So just like that, we could be experiencing a recovery. So now this is leading towards a 536, which is almost around 40 cents. Of the daily ATR, right? So that's like 26 cents, right? So I'm sorry, it's not almost 40 cents, it's 26 cents. But if we are able to retrace all the way, then we would technically need to retrace into the 540 level, which makes it the entire day's range, this red candle. So if that happens, then I have one more resistance for you. Now, remember, the thesis here is based on what happened in the RNC mentioned today with President Trump and whatever else. So, the markets could really see a recovery here. It's just speculation for now. We are just preparing for that potential event, right? So let's kind of put it down just like this here and continue. All right. So yeah, this is kind of what I'm observing here. So in reality, I don't know, but I can tell you that there might not be much price action below this area here on AMC, right? So technically speaking, This could be the zone for the low of the day. And then we could be observing targets towards the upside, and all these would be your immediate short-term resistances, right? And this would be your maybe top of the day right over here. So that's kind of what I'm observing right now. Okay, team. So let's just go ahead and move on to GME and see what it has. So just like, similarly to GME, we also, to AMC, we also have this buy daily bearish engulfing. It's actually a buy formation breakdown, right? So this actually, man, yeah, shooting star, bearish engulfing here, red outside bar, and that could lead towards downside, and it does have a good strike rate, right? But again, I am thinking that the markets are going to be correlated, and they're going to, or it's going to be correlated to the markets, which means that we can experience a continuation to the upside. And if that's the case, then the 50% retrace of the daily bar is what we're going to have to observe here. And there is a very clear gap here that right around the 50% of the bar that we're going to have to take into deep consideration here, right? So just like this, take a look at that 50% landing right at the closing valuation of this green candle, which would be an adjusted $26.99. That marks off the area of resistance, right? We're going to have to take advantage of that right there like that, and mark off this area above here. Actually, it may actually have to be by the wick basis. 26.99 to 27.26 at the low of this wick right over here is your immediate short-term resistance on a 50% pullback. So, and just like it would be for AMC, there is a gap located right here that could give us an answer as to how far price action could dip before we experience a potential recovery. Okay, so the recovery would have to be breaking above this area here, the one that we just spoke of. In fact, let's just go ahead and put those receipts on there. The 26.99 to about 27.25. Yeah, we have to break above this, hold above this resistance, and continue. Right, so that's for right now. That's going to be that critical criteria that must be met in order for us to get this continuation of price action towards the upside. All right, now this is the bottom side that we could, possibly see as a low for the day. All right, so 25.57 to 25.76. I do expect price action. Typically speaking, this does that, right? You'll get that first drop, right? And then you'll get the recovery towards the resistance range, right? So now this, the daily ATR on this is moving about, it's moving about $2.89, almost $3, right? So that means, you're hearing it just like we kind of talked about on AMC right before this, right? So the resistance overall level is going to be a little wide here, but it is for a clear reason. And I do think that we could be leading towards a top end. And you know what? I actually do think it has to be a little bit wider. Oh, damn, it does, right? 50% at this area here. Wick high 50%. And this is the top area here. Yeah, this would be your overall supply for the day. And I'm saying that I'm saying that the probabilities are this. If we are to extend to the daily time frame ATR. Okay, team. So that's that's currently what I'm seeing here. The markets may actually show some continuation to the upside, which is going to pressure GME, which in turn is going to pressure AMC. Okay, guys. So please do me a favor. Make sure to join the Lifeline team, right? This is where we trade the financial markets together every single day, right? By hitting these links on the left. And also, guys, remember, sign up to the ArcMastersCourse, right? This is the beginners trading and charting program mentorship that I have together, right? So ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com is what you want to reach in order for you to make a change in your trading career. Okay, so reach out to me, and well, I'll go ahead and pass over I'll pass to you the disclaimer, the syllabus, and all the documents pertinent to the course. Okay, team. So thank you so much for reaching out. Really love you guys. I want you to be careful in the markets, and everything will be cool. All right, team. So let's just go ahead and sign out here and see about the next day of trading. Love you all. Peace. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as it cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios. Oh, yeah.